Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you for escaping with us. That's Alex. I'm Andrew.
And as always, with great power comes great quantum ability. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania just came out. We're talking about it today. But first, let's get to the news.
Let's do it.
Godzilla is getting an Apple TV Plus show titled Godzilla and the Titans.
I'm in. Godzilla is daddy.
I'm sorry?
You heard me.
Godzilla King of the Monsters is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Is Godzilla in it?
Yes.
Then you're wrong.
All the human stuff is just awful. Vera Farmiga, it's terrible.
I'll watch as much human crap as I need to see Godzilla take down some monsters. Favorite thing ever.
You're crazy.
All right, well, number next, filming for Saw 10 has officially wrapped. I'm a huge Saw fan.
Is James Wan involved with this one?
I don't think so.
Then it won't be any good.
You haven't even seen any of the Saw movies. You don't know if it'll be good. They're not that great. But I love Saw. Saw's like one of my favorite horror movies. I hope Jigsaw targets you. You deserve it. I hope you have to saw your own foot off or admit The Last Jedi is a bad movie.
I guess I'm sawing my foot off. The Last Jedi's great. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, reportedly the 8th most expensive movie of all time.
That's crazy to spend that much money on a movie that's going to flop.
What a terrible thing to say. Do you know what the other 7 are in that list?
The 7 most expensive movies?
Yeah.
I'm guessing some sort. Well, obviously Infinity War, Endgame. Yep. Some sort of Force Awakens, probably.
Force Awakens isn't up there, but Solo's up there.
Wow.
Yeah. But surprising, number 1 on some lists, but it's really number 2. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
I have actually heard that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it cost $500 million.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have heard that before.
Yeah.
Pirates movies.
They're great. They're great, but only the first one is like actually good.
Right.
And then the rest of them, it's like popcorn movies.
Right, exactly.
They're great. I love them.
Vin Diesel says he relates, to J.R.R. Tolkien.
Excuse me?
He says he understands why Tolkien stopped writing Lord of the Rings. Quote, "It's so hard to continue mythologies. No one thinks about it in that context."
Did he say mythology? That's like a real quote?
Yeah. I mean, I do love the Fast movies. They have a special place in my heart. It is sad to see them come to an end.
You know, I've never seen any of them.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to fix that.
We should watch them and like get ready for Fast 10.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
I'd be interested to see if you pull out another hot take and just say that they're all terrible and you don't enjoy them at all, or for some reason you think like they're the best things in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
You never know what's going to come out of your mouth.
You never know. I just got to watch it. So I have terrible news.
Terrible news.
Really sad.
Okay.
Underrated Chicago Bears running back David Montgomery might be entering free agency.
No.
So he would no longer be underrated Chicago Bears running back David Montgomery.
Underrated Pittsburgh Steelers running back David Montgomery just doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
It's a heartbreaking development.
All right. Next piece of news. Ready? You ready for this? We're all excited for it. But next piece of news is Cocaine Bear. Oh, boy. Director Elizabeth Banks says she would be interested in directing Cocaine Shark based on the recent true story. Oh my goodness gracious. New Zealand police found 3.5 tons of cocaine in the Pacific Ocean.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that a lot? Elizabeth Banks is quoted as saying, "Jaws with cocaine. I don't see how that loses."
I don't see how that loses either. That's good. I like that.
It's so good.
Who do you want to be in that movie? Like what kind of stars?
Well, it is a shark movie. Mark Cuban.
Oh, good pick.
Good pick. All right. And the last bit of news that we have. You knocked off your little with your shark. Just for the audio listeners, he just did a line of cocaine or something as a shark and as a bear, seemingly. We've got a lot of Disney news.
Yes, we do.
And I'm interested to see our feelings on this.
Yes.
Because we've got Inside 2 coming.
Inside Out 2, yep.
Inside 2. Inside Out 2 coming, yeah.
Yep.
We've got Zootopia 2.
Yep.
And we also have Toy Story 5.
Yep.
Anything else? There's one other that I'm missing.
Those were the, Frozen 3.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So Frozen 3, no surprise.
No surprise.
The second one was critically Like some people disliked it. I know you loved it.
I've heard.
I've never seen it.
No, most people I talk to say that it's like, I have some people say that it's better than the first. I have some people say that it's not, but most everyone thinks that it was like a solid sequel.
Yeah, but critically it didn't do the best, but it's the biggest animated movie of all time. It made more money than any animated movie of all time. So of course they're going to make a sequel to that one. Inside Out 2, on the surprising side for me, I just think it ended so...
Yeah. It's
like, is it still going to be Riley? Is it going to be Riley's head? Is it going to be somebody else's head?
Yeah. I don't know. Inside Out was one of those like Pixar movies and one of those movies that just kind of seemed like a very good self-contained story that didn't need a sequel.
Yeah.
But it was really good. So interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see, but I don't know. I'm not mad about it. I just don't know what
Zootopia 2 makes more sense to me. That
Correct.
seems like a movie that lends itself to a sequel more than Inside Out.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
What'd you think about Zootopia?
I like Zootopia a lot.
Because of Judy Hopps?
I don't have the weird sexual...
Why not?
You know what's the bunny that I find sexy? Lopunny. You know the Pokemon?
No, I don't.
There's a Pokemon, and it's a bunny, and she's got like huge thighs and Lopunny's really hot.
All right, comment below or comment...
Your favorite bunny?
Yeah, Lapida or Lola Bunny?
Or Judy Hopps.
Which one's better?
Which one's the hotter bunny?
Nick Wilde.
Lola Bunny wins, by the way. Like, let's
what
make
about,
that clear.
Okay, Jessica Rabbit. Come on now.
I've got Lola Bunny and Lopunny over Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit's like...
I might even have Judy
Jessica
Hopps
Rabbit's like
above.
too much.
It's too much.
Yeah. I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah, it's too much.
That was a good impression.
It is a good impression.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Me neither. Lola Bunny's great though.
No, yeah. So I don't have that weird sexual thing, but I
What
think
about
it's
Nick
a
Wilde,
great movie.
the fox?
He is hot.
He gets thirst traps all the time.
I really like the sloths. I think that might be my favorite Disney joke ever.
It's really
the
good.
sloths.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, Zootopia is pretty good. Excited for the sequel.
Yeah.
Interested to see Inside Out, even though I don't necessarily think it's
Yeah.
necessary. Frozen 3, obviously make it a trilogy.
Yeah.
And then Toy Story 5.
Here we go. Give it to me. What's your thoughts? Because I'm ready to debate you.
Oh, no. Dude. Are you
What's
ready
your
for this?
take on Toy Story 4?
Shouldn't exist.
Correct!
Let's clink me.
You couldn't be more correct.
Clink me.
Toy Story 4 is garbage.
Get that out of here.
Garbage.
Why is it a thing?
Why did they make that movie?
Toy Story 3, the trilogy, was potentially one of the greatest animated trilogies of all time.
Wow.
Toy Story 3 could not have ended better. Literally no possible way it could have ended better.
You're correct. Toy Story 3 is masterful. It is a top 3 Pixar movie for me. I think it should be a top 3 Pixar movie for everybody.
Yep.
Toy Story 3, like, I can't say enough good things about it. And I think that they bring in Toy Story 4 and just take a huge dump on it.
Yeah.
I've got a take on Toy Story 4. I want to hear your thoughts on your response to this.
Okay.
Which is, this franchise still makes a ton of money.
Yep.
So of course they were going to keep it going because money and everything like that. But what they did with Toy Story 4 was take all of these characters that we've fallen in love with, and they're just like, all right, let's get rid of them and let's bring in a younger, more hip cast to bring along with our most marketable star.
Yeah.
So the most marketable star, not going anywhere, Tom Hanks, Woody.
Yeah.
But Tim Allen, not so relevant anymore. The guy that plays Mr. Potato Head has passed away.
Yeah.
Right, so they get rid of all that cast in favor of Keanu Reeves.
As Duke Kaboom.
Exactly.
They bring back Bo Peep. Key and Peele.
Key and Peele, exactly.
Which I did not find as funny. Which I did not find as funny as everybody else. They were kind of annoying.
I actually do think that's really funny.
They had some funny moments.
That they're attacking the lady.
Okay, so here's the thing. Toy Story 4, it all comes down to the endings of the movie to me. Because I actually enjoyed Toy Story 4 as a movie, like with Forky and stuff, fine. It didn't blow me away, but I was enjoying the movie fine until the ending. I'm pissed at the ending. And I know other people think it's a great ending for Woody and his character arc, and I understand the arguments there. I disagree, and I think when I compare Toy Story 4 and Toy Story 3, I just look at the endings. I look at the ending of Toy Story 3, and I would have rather left those characters with that instead of Toy Story 4. A lot of people came out of Toy Story 4 and messaged me, and they were like, oh my gosh, I was bawling at the end. I was like, what is wrong with you? I was literally like pissed the last 5 minutes of that movie. I had my arms folded, and I was like, I can't believe they're doing this to Woody. I can't believe they're breaking up the gang. I can't believe they're letting Woody make this decision.
Correct.
It's just like, if I could erase one movie from all of cinema, it would Toy Story 4 is near the top of that list.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's maybe not in my top 10. There are a lot of movies that I really don't like. Obviously, everybody knows my Man of Steel opinion. Everybody knows my Rise of Skywalker opinion. Everybody knows, I don't know if everybody knows my Last Airbender opinion, but I hate that movie.
Oh, that's also at the top of my list. I think it's a toss-up there.
Yeah, but Toy Story 4 is absolutely up there. So
anyway,
nice, good stuff, buddy.
Clink. So I guess that means that, I mean, since they already did Toy Story 4, Toy Story 5, I guess, fine, bring it on. But, like, I'm just not excited
gonna be none
anymore.
Of the guys.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear's not going to be in it.
We don't know. They might bring him back somehow. Like, I just don't know. What they should, if they wanted to make Toy Story 4, it should have been titled Woody's Adventure or something about. It should not have been a Toy Story movie. They should do offshoots.
That's interesting.
With characters.
I like that.
They should have left Toy Story 3 as the trilogy.
That's interesting.
Anyways.
All right, I guess we'll move on. We done with the news?
Yeah, we're done with the news.
All right, you wanna go into trivia? Trivia ties in perfectly because we got Pixar trivia for you today.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna kill it.
All right, we will see. You have a special punishment for every single one you get wrong.
Okay. I made you snort salt last week, so.
You did, and you are not going to know what your punishment is until you get something wrong.
That's terrifying.
Yep.
That's terrifying.
We're going to start easy, and we're going to slowly get harder.
Okay.
You've got 13 questions.
13 questions? 13 Pixar questions.
13 Pixar questions.
I've prepared my whole life for this moment.
For starters, let's just start. Let's get to know you a little bit better. What's your favorite Pixar movie?
Incredibles. Come on now.
Oh, good pick.
Clink
Great
me?
pick.
Clink me.
That's also my favorite.
Oh, great. Yeah. I lost count how many times I watched that as a kid. Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Yeah, great pick. Love it. All right. You ready?
Yep. I'm so nervous.
What was the first here? Let me get your punishment ready.
Oh no, he picked something up.
What was the first Pixar feature film?
That's Toy Story.
Correct.
From 1995.
Correct. Who plays Dory?
That would be Ellen DeGeneres.
Our favorite lesbian.
Yes, other than you.
What Pixar film involves a girl that transforms into a red panda?
Oh, goodness gracious. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's called Turning Red.
Yes. A dear friend of mine explained that movie as the second most stressful movie experience of his life, second only to Uncut Gems, and he said it was really close.
Why?
Yeah. Have you seen Uncut Gems?
No.
It's stressful. It's a stressful movie.
Yeah, but why is Turning Red stressful?
He said it was so stressful.
Interesting. It is interesting to compare Turning Red to things like Finding Nemo and Up and Incredibles and just be like, what the heck?
You didn't like it?
I mean, it was fine. It just didn't blow my mind. It didn't feel like Pixar. It was just like a normal movie, I guess.
What was the latest Pixar movie to come out?
As of recording this.
Yeah,
it would be.
Because Elemental comes out this year, but that's not what I'm looking for.
I'm actually excited. That looks Pixar-y to me.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's this, but I'm thinking through. Strange World came out, but that's not Pixar. Turning Red was like last year or the year before. And then it's got to be Lightyear, right? That's
correct.
Okay.
Nice work.
Thank you.
The Screenslaver is a villain from which Pixar film?
I've only seen it once, even though I really did enjoy it. I'd love to see it again. That should be Incredibles 2.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I saw Incredibles 2 in the theaters twice.
Really?
I loved it.
Yeah, it was
it's
really
like,
good.
Look, it's not the best. It's certainly not Incredibles 1, but it's so fun. And I love these characters so much. I can't wait for the next one because they're going to make the next one because that movie made so much money.
Jack stole the show in Incredibles.
Oh,
2.
it's incredible.
So good, yeah.
Incredible.
And it was a solid villain. And I think Mrs. Incredible did good too.
Dad, Mr. Incredible, just beaten, broken down. You want a cookie?
Yeah.
It's so good.
The whole Jack versus Raccoon scene.
Incredible.
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 All right.
Incredible.
Incredibles. Clink. All right, I'm doing well, but these are easy.
Jamie Foxx.
Yep. Soul.
Plays the lead character of which Pixar film?
Soul.
Okay.
Also good. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, great.
Great.
I loved it. So a dear friend of mine, he's in the music business, and he cried uncontrollably in that movie. I was sitting next to him.
When
we were watching it on Disney Plus, and he's just bawling his eyes out in that movie, and that was a really cool experience for me.
When he is playing the piano, and instead of sheet music, he just sets out all the things from his day, like the leaf and things that make life great, and that's how he learned that from the other soul or whatever, and then he just starts playing based on that instead of the sheet music. That really hit me. It was a really good moment. That was a Pixar moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I loved Soul. I'm glad you like it too. All right, we're starting to get a little harder, but I know you're going to know this. What tech icon is responsible for Pixar?
Tech icon?
Tech icon, yes. Very, very famous person. If you do not know this now, you are not going to know this, and we're going to get ready for our first punishment.
Steve Jobs.
Correct.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I don't think so.
He created Pixar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know. Anything in the real world, I'm worse
you're
at.
in trouble then.
Yeah, I knew, because you like asking questions like that and not asking questions about the actual movie or characters. It's so not fair.
What SNL alum plays Joy in Inside Out?
Oh, I should know this. Amy Poehler.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice work. There's a great song. it's a great song where this guy is saying he's unhappy, and he said, he just goes, Inside Out. I don't with Amy Poehler. I don't know Paul. It's really good song.
Haven't heard it. Shocker.
All right, here we go. You ready? This is a tough one.
Ask questions about the characters.
Nope, this is tough.
This is so stupid.
From Toy Story 1 to Lightyear, how many feature-length films has Pixar released? I will give you time.
That's so ridiculous.
Yep.
That's so ridiculous.
I knew this. Like, I didn't need to Google this. I did Google it to double check, but
You
did
counted?
know this.
Or you just knew?
No, I knew, but then I Googled it, and I was correct, and then I saw another list. So, but I knew this going in.
I don't want to try to count. It's going to take too long. I'm just going to guess.
Okay.
This is so stupid. You're not going to give me options? I give you options with bullcrap like this.
Okay. 19, 28, 24, 26.
26.
Correct.
Woo! I almost went 24, baby, but last year bumped it up to 26. Yeah.
Brad Bird.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
He directed Incredibles.
Correct. Has directed some of Pixar's best films, including The Incredibles and Ratatouille. He also directed one of the greatest animated movies of all time, The Iron Giant.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Name one live-action film that Bird has directed. He's directed some famous movies.
No hint here.
One of them is a Disney movie that did terribly, and then one of them is a very famous film franchise that you and I are both big fans of. But I will not give you, it's one of those.
He directed the new Mary Poppins movie.
Unfortunately not. No, he directed Tomorrowland. It's with George Clooney. It's a bad Disney movie. And then Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. The one where he climbs
I
the
did know
Burj
that.
Khalifa.
Yeah.
I think I thought you would know that. All right, you ready for your punishment?
Are you just going to do it, or do I get to prep?
You have to prep, unfortunately.
Okay, what is it?
Stick out your arm.
No.
Yep. Stick out your arm. Lower your sleeves, my dear.
You have to tell me what it is before you do it. Oh, no. I have such hairy arms.
I know.
Oh, gosh. Oh, ow. It already hurts. It already hurts.
Would you like me to pull it
You can
off,
do
or
it.
you
Just
shall?
count me down.
3, 2.
Ow! How many do we have left?
3 more, but I don't think you'll get a single one.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No options for these, unfortunately.
Okay.
Of the 26 Pixar movies,
Yeah.
how many have one-word titles? I will tell you, WALL-E does not count. I did not count WALL-E.
Okay.
You can go through it. You can take your time on this.
Okay. My arm stings.
Yep.
Okay. Up. Ratatouille. Soul. I think I've had this question before, but there's no way I remember. Brave. What's the... Silencio Bruno. Luca. Cars. Oh, yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that one, did you? Frick you.
There's one that you're missing that I knew you'd miss.
Okay, well, now I'm going to freaking figure it out. Soul. It's got to be one of the newer ones. It's not Bug's Life. Ratatouille.
I do want to make it clear, sequels don't count. Like Cars 2 doesn't count. Incredibles 2 doesn't count.
Monsters Inc. doesn't count. Monsters University doesn't count. There's one I'm missing, so I'm just going to say 7.
9.
Dang it. What did I miss?
Onward was the one that I knew you'd miss.
I love Onward.
Yeah. I don't remember what you said, so I can't tell you exactly.
I said
what
Ratatouille, Luca, Up. It's okay. Just do it. But I want to know. Look it up.
I'm going to tell you. Here they are. Okay?
Yep.
Up.
Yep.
Coco.
Yeah. Dang it.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Soul.
Mm-hmm.
I told you Wall-E doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Luca.
Mm-hmm.
Onward.
Mm-hmm.
Brave.
I said Brave.
Okay? Lightyear.
Oh, frick that. Okay.
Cars.
So I only missed Lightyear and
You only made... There are 9. You
I only
missed 2.
missed Lightyear and Onward. I'm fine with that. I should have gotten both of them. I could have if I had more time. This is painful, and you're evil. Why did you have to do so much? Ow!
All right. 3,
Yeah.
2.
Okay. Oh my! Holy crap! Why do I have such hairy arms? My arm's gonna be red, turning red.
All right, you got 2 more.
Okay.
This next one's a quote.
Okay.
What Pixar character says?
Okay.
Authority should derive from the consent of the governed, not from the threat of force.
It's you would think like it's like Brave, like Merida standing up for herself or something like that, but it's not. It's some comedic character.
It's a joke. You're
yeah,
correct.
it's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a really good joke. I will give you one clue. It is from a movie that I adore, that I've made very clear I adore.
Trixie.
Oh, the dinosaur?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately not. Correct movie, though. It is Toy Story 3. It's Barbie.
Dang it.
You want to give me the other arm?
Yeah, I do. My left arm is still stinging. Ow! Just ow! Ow! Putting it on hurts.
All right, your last one. I can almost guarantee you won't get this. I'd be shocked if you got this. What 2 Pixar villains does former Batman Michael Keaton play?
I can't. Okay. Let me just think through some Pixar villains.
You can't name one. There's one super famous one, and then the other one I was shocked to hear that he plays.
He's not Syndrome. He's not Screensaver. So we have Lotso.
He's not Lotso.
I know. We have. There's not really a villain in Finding Nemo. Oh, I don't think he's Randall. What do you think?
Randall is Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, right. Thank you for eliminating these.
You're welcome.
It's tough because
one of them is tricky. I will say it's like a kind of villain. Like one of them's absolutely a villain, but then the other one is like kind of.
What's absolutely a villain from Pixar that I'm missing?
It's like a famous one too. Like, and everybody knows that this is Michael Keaton.
There's the guy from Up, but I don't think that's Michael Keaton. Not a villain in Onward. There's not I haven't seen Lightyear. There's not a villain in Turning Red.
It's not in Lightyear, so you've got nothing to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Coco?
Coco?
Neither of them?
He's not Ernesto de la Cruz.
He's not Ernesto de la Cruz.
I can't think of any.
Tough. This is tough to watch. This is going to hurt worse.
Yeah, I don't know why I did this. But I couldn't name one, so I feel like I deserve it.
God damn it.
You messed it up! You just did more!
Yeah.
No. Ow!
Oh, that's by far the most.
Ow.
Chick Hicks, the green car from Cars.
Oh, I did know
He's
that.
very famously Michael Keaton. This is going to shock you.
Yeah, I could have gotten that
This is going to shock you. He's Ken in Toy Story 3.
one. Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Villain, but kind of villain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Can I give you a bonus? It's an easy one.
Sure, but I don't get duct tape.
I won't duct tape you. This is gone. What former Alfred actor plays Finn McMissile?
Finn McMissile. Is that from Toy Story 3? 4?
No, that's the James Bond car in Cars 2.
Oh, yeah. I saw Cars 2 once when I was like 10 and hated it. I've never seen it since. I know nothing about that
any
movie.
of the Alfred actors?
Yeah. I mean, obviously Andy Serkis, but I don't think it's him.
It's not.
Oh, maybe what's his freaking name? From The Dark Knight? Yeah.
The GOAT. One of my favorite actors of all
Yeah,
time.
he's great. I can't think of his name right now, but
Michael
yeah,
Caine.
Michael Caine.
Unfortunately retired.
Yeah, but he's great.
Love him.
Yeah.
I hope he's in Oppenheimer somehow.
That would be cool. He just shows up.
Well, he's in every Nolan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's not in Following, but he's in every single other one.
Okay.
So
What's your favorite Nolan?
Dark Knight. But Inception is like a very close second.
Interstellar's great.
And I love Tenet.
Nah.
I've never seen Interstellar. It's
Why
the
not?
It's the only Nolan I've never seen.
It's so good.
Who is in it?
God.
Matthew McConaughey's
Dude,
in it. Anne
thank you.
Hathaway's in it.
Yep. Michael Caine
The
is in it.
redhead is in it. I forget her name. Is it Jessica Chastain is in it? Yes. Who is in it?
There's the daughter and the son, and
Who's the son?
who's the son?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh my gosh.
Not going to do it. Sorry.
You've got to watch it.
I know. I will eventually, but
great.
I haven't up until this point. All right. Our trivia is done. What do we want to move on to next? We doing hot seat or are we reviewing Ant-Man?
Let's review Ant-Man. And then you got hot seat after.
Let's do it. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
Yep.
A movie.
It is a movie.
All right. We're going to, we saw it separately.
Yep.
We didn't see it together. We're going to
We
give
have
each
not
other.
discussed it one iota.
Not at all.
Okay.
You saw it 2 days ago. I saw it last night.
Yep.
We haven't talked about it at all. So this is going to be our first reaction.
Yeah, so everyone at home is getting legitimately our very first conversation about the newest Marvel movie live.
Yes. All right. So on the count of 3, we are going to give our scores out of 10.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 5 out of 10. Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. 7.
I will go as low as a 6.5. I'll go 6.5, but not a 5. It's not a 5. It's not a 5.
7 out of 10.
It's not an 8. It's not a 9. It's not a 10, but it's not a 5.
What did you give? I don't know. Shang-Chi.
Oh, that's easily an 8 or an 8.5. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I could be convinced to drop it to like a 6.5, 6, but I don't think I'd be going lower than a 6. I think 5 is a little low.
So you enjoyed it. You had a good time.
Yeah, so one of the main things that I liked about it is I was not bored. I think something will drop in my mind out of 10 if I'm in a movie theater and I'm watching a movie and I am thinking to myself, "Oh, I'm watching a movie right now." You know what I mean? Like if I can consciously be bored enough to be like, "Oh, I'm sitting in a movie theater."
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That didn't happen once.
Okay.
In the entire movie.
Okay.
I was in the movie.
Okay.
But yeah, do you want to talk about why you hate it, or should I talk about why I like it?
I didn't hate it. I mean, a 5 out of 10 isn't the worst thing in the world.
Okay, I'm going to give my quick recap of it, and then we can go into the spoilers bit by bit. Okay, so I'm going to say it was a good movie. It did not disappoint me. It did not blow me away.
Okay.
It had good comedy.
Okay.
It had some fun action. It had a great villain. It did not suck me in as much as, say, the Avengers would, or Guardians of the Galaxy,
course not.
or Winter Soldier.
Yep.
But again, I was not bored. I think anyone who hates this movie is spoiled. I think it's a good movie.
Okay.
And I think people are just kind of spoiled and ready to hate on an MC movie so recently.
Okay.
Now are we ready to spoil?
Okay. I mean, do you want me to give mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think this was great. I mean, it wasn't awful. Like I said, it's not Thor: The Dark Thor or The Incredible Sulk. It's certainly just their ants, but this time they're smaller than usual. They're really, really small in this one. I thought it was relatively bad. I think that there are moments in this movie that save it from being like a 0 out of 10 conversation. God, Paul Rudd is phenomenal.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. We'll get this into spoilers a little bit later, but this was like, for most characters, not all of them, very comic accurate. Wasp is mwah, the short hair, the yellow costume. Mwah. Every time Evangeline Lilly was on the screen, I was freaking out. That was great. There was a bunch of things that I liked comic-wise. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that this Ant-Man movie is not like the other two.
Yeah.
It's very different. And I think that is the biggest thing that hurts it.
Okay, fair enough.
No Luis, no T.I., no Desta Melchan.
Yeah. All right, let's go
I
through
just
it.
wish they were in it. All right.
So,
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! This is a spoiler for Ant-Man. We're ants, but we're really small and we're smaller than usual. The movie.
when did you first, what are some things you didn't like?
I do not like I didn't love Catherine Newton's performance as a whole.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Why?
She's hot.
Very hot.
And she did fine.
I just like Cassie in the first two, she's very, very young.
Yeah.
And so she's like a child. So she's very positive, whatever. But then in the Endgame, where she's a different actress than this film, she's like very just glad to see her dad. Everything like, oh my gosh, like this. And in this movie, she's so spiteful and cold. And I just didn't think.
What?
I thought that was out of nowhere.
It wasn't. What?
I thought her change was out of nowhere, personally.
What? Okay, that's just a really stupid point. I think.
Why?
Why? We haven't seen her character really in almost 15 years.
No. I mean, not 15 years,
okay.
but like you're right. Yeah, like there's a 5-year time jump from Ant-Man and the Wasp and then Endgame. But I think
there's more of a jump because it's been like another 5 years.
It hasn't been another 5 years. It has not been. It's supposed to, this movie takes place like months after Endgame.
Says who?
I bet you that the timeline's going to come out and we'll be able to put this up and you'll look like a f***ing idiot. I bet you this movie takes...
I'm not saying one way or the other.
Place less than a year after Endgame, for
Says
sure.
who?
I don't know, but I like for sure that is the timeline.
Okay, number one, you don't know that for sure and you said it like a fact. Number two, it doesn't affect the fact that there's plenty of reason for Cassie. They explained Cassie's reasoning. They explained her why she was being spiteful.
All right,
That
even if you want to say it makes sense, I didn't like it.
Okay, that's fair. You don't have to like it. It was a little annoying. Oh, the scene, here's something I'll agree with you on. The scene where they're at dinner and all of them are ganging up on Scott. Do you remember that? That was so dumb. That felt very out of place.
Yes.
He literally saved the universe and now they're getting onto him for writing a book about it?
Yes. And God, I love Michael Douglas in the first two movies. And Michael Douglas was great in this movie again, but God, Michelle Pfeiffer, why didn't she tell them? Oh, because they didn't write it yet. Oh, also, what? No, don't give me that. There's so much in this movie that is so painfully, they didn't write this yet.
Okay, give me another example.
They go back to the quantum realm in the after credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp so they can get the quantum particles for Ghost. That's the after credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then they get dusted.
Yeah.
And he's stuck there for 5 hours. 5 years, 5 hours. We learned that in Endgame, right? Michelle Pfeiffer has no problem sending Scott into the quantum realm then.
Okay, that's fair.
But then in this movie, she's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to peek into the quantum realm. I don't want nothing to the quantum realm. We're not going to the quantum realm. I'm not talking about the quantum realm. Did you mention the quantum realm? F*** you.
That's fair. I think that could be
just because they didn't write it yet.
I think that could be explained pretty easily, but I see what you're saying.
I hated the opening scene.
What was the opening scene?
Oh, I hated it. It's better in context, but I hated.
There's no reason you use such harsh terms. It was a perfectly fine scene.
I turned to my girlfriend who I watched the movie with, and I said, "Oh, that's bad."
Why?
I just felt like it was very not Kang.
Yeah, but they explain what happened to him later.
Yeah, that he's like a manipulator in this, but I don't like that. I didn't like that. Did you love Kang in this movie?
Absolutely.
I did not.
Okay, then you're going to disagree with literally everyone on the planet. That's like the one major positive everyone agrees on.
His performance in Loki is layered. And I think his performance in this movie is so one note.
All right, you've given me 3 reasons so far, and none of them have. I'm willing and open to criticism of this movie. The 3 reasons you've given me so far are pretty garbage.
I don't care any of the people in the quantum realm.
Okay, that is one I'll agree about a little bit. They try to have this whole revolution thing and try to get you to care. I've seen that.
I like the guy with the holes.
Yeah, his little joke at the end didn't land as much for me.
What was the joke at the end?
Well, when he gets shot.
And then he's got, I got holes. That was hilarious.
It was kind of funny. I called it before he said it. It was kind of like you could tell it was coming.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't know.
He got shot a bunch, and I leaned over to Peter and said he has holes now before he even screamed. I think the comedy overall, mainly probably because of Paul Rudd, is just great, and Michael Douglas.
I like all of the Paul Rudds. That was probably my favorite scene.
Oh
in
yeah,
the movie.
the Baskin Robbins one was pretty funny.
So good.
See, that's an interesting scene. It kept me like okay. This you'll find this funny. In the first 40 minutes of the movie, I had a thought, and Peter said the thought out loud to me as soon as the movie ended, without me saying anything. We both had almost the same exact thought, and that is, this was a Star Wars movie. It felt very much like a Star Wars movie. And then Peter went on to say, which is great because this is the best Star Wars movie we've gotten in years.
Wrong. The Bill Murray character, which by the way, didn't care for him. Bill Murray is very entertaining and he's good, but he's by far the worst of like major comedian in a small role characters that they have in the MCU. He's way worse than Jeff Goldblum's character in Ragnarok.
Oh, I mean, he just wasn't on screen as much as that guy.
Yeah, but Grandmaster is just way better, way more entertaining.
Great, it's just a different character.
Whatever.
I think Bill Murray did great.
Bill Murray was fine.
I understand you not liking the shortness and meanness of Cassie's character.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not explained. Number one.
Okay.
The Jonathan Majors performance. Obviously, I don't agree with that. He always does a great job. And then
I don't think that he's a bad actor.
Yeah, I know. And then the first scene being you hating it. I think that's
I didn't like that. Yeah.
okay. You can say like, oh, I didn't really care for it. They explained it later.
No, I disliked it.
Yeah, I know. Saying you hated that scene. I don't think there's any reason to say you hate that scene. It was a perfectly good opening scene.
Can you tell me why that scene opened the movie?
Because everyone knows what King looks like. They've seen them in the trailers. They've seen them in Loki. So to start the movie with Ant-Man's mom. No. Not mom, sorry.
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
They're not married, but
who we've seen in the past movie, opening that with her living in the quantum realm and meeting Kang, which we have no idea has happened before, and starting you with that huge question mark and then explaining it throughout the movie is a perfectly great scene to start with. Okay.
I disagree, but you
so those 3 I don't necessarily get. I agree with you. I agree with you that they tried to create a little storyline with the people in the quantum realm, and it didn't necessarily hit you very hard. It didn't bother me that much because like it's fine. It's just that's a good example of it being like a good movie because they've had that in there, but not a great movie because it didn't really matter that much. And I also really, really, really like the way that they brought Kang out. I think it was very much like a Steven Spielberg monster kind of movie where like you see Kang a little bit and a little bit more, and people just keep talking about him. They never say his name, just him, and he's this big mystery, this big bad guy. You didn't tell him about him. He's coming. Oh, he's onto us. He found us, and it's really creepy and really scary until you finally see him. And I think that was really cool. That kept me engaged. I like that part.
I also really liked that.
Cool.
That was really good. More things that I didn't like. MODOK.
Oh wait, I was about. Oh dude, I was gonna. Can I guess? I was gonna say MODOK.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible. I agree with you. I think I'm gonna agree with you 100% on this. His design without his face was great.
I like the face. I'm glad that he's an ugly, hideous CGI monster, and he looked way better than he looked in the trailers.
Yeah.
That everybody was picking apart. I actually don't love the mask. I wish he didn't have the mask. It's more, I wish he had hair, but he's bald, so of course they kept him bald. I just, like the design I loved. He's in charge of AIM, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
And you make him this bitch henchman?
Yeah.
I hated that he was Darren Cross.
And
then I hate that he switches at the end.
Absolutely. I'll give you that 100%. I did like the design because he looked like MODOK. Like they didn't try to change him
Correct.
that much. Even without I liked the mask. I liked it without the mask. I just thought it looked a little weird, like the CGI. And then at the end, the whole Cassie giving him a motivational speech and saying, you don't have to be a dick. And then him coming in at the end, I'm not a dick. I cringed so hard. It was so bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I think the dialogue, some people were saying that the writing was bad and the dialogue was bad. I think the dialogue's better than Black Adam. Everyone loves Black Adam.
All right, let's get to some positives. I've been on this movie. The design for Kang is mwah. Mwah.
So good.
The blue face,
Yep.
but it does it like it's a screen,
Yep.
so they can make him blue, comic accurate, but not paint him. We see it later in the credit scene that can look fucking weird.
Yep.
Right. So mwah. The mask, the cape, the green, the purple, they nailed it.
They nailed it.
The new Ant-Man suit is mwah, excellent, his best suit. The new Wasp, the hair, the suit, mwah.
Great.
Cassie's suit, mwah. MODOK, mwah. They nailed everybody in this movie, look-wise. Great. Everybody gives great performances.
Yep.
There's, other than Catherine Newton, I didn't love her performance. Everybody else I felt gave great performances. Like I said, I felt that Kang was a little one note, but I don't think that that's his fault. Love the ending with Kang. I love that they kill him. I don't think he's dead, but whatever. Like, I love that they defeat him. I love the way they defeat him. Open the portal. Wasp comes in and saves him. I love that they're not stuck in the quantum realm. I don't want to deal with that.
It's not old MCU. You
Yeah.
know, it's not Iron
No,
Man.
certainly
it's
not.
not Winter Soldier.
No, certainly
it's
not.
Whatever. It's not Infinity War.
No.
But it's a fun movie. I was entertained.
Now, can we move on to the meat and potatoes?
Yeah. You're a prophet. You're a prophet. We get it.
I am a genius.
Clink me for it.
How about that prediction?
Yeah.
How about that prediction, baby? If y'all don't remember, we will roll the clip. I also think Kang's gonna die. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I think he's gonna die because he like variants and everything. So Ant-Man's gonna kill that one, and then the after credit scene, this is gonna be a million. Episode 1, we filmed this. This came out 3 weeks ago. We probably filmed this 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I just fully said what was going to happen in the movie. It did end up being a council of Kangs, kind of like the Council of Ricks
There's a
from
whole stadium of them.
Rick and Morty.
Yep.
But so that surprised me a little. That wasn't what I was imagining. I was imagining more, you know, at the end of the movie when they're in the restaurant and he's like freaking out and he's like, no, it's probably fine. And then he takes the bite and he's like, oh shit, right? I thought like around that scene he was gonna look up and like his waiter was gonna be Kang and there was gonna be a Kang at the other table and then there was gonna be a Kang at the window going like this. Like that's what I thought. That's what I was picturing.
Yeah.
But council, I'm still right.
Yeah. You were close.
So
You
I'm
basically
right on
nailed
the
it.
money. I don't think he's dead. Do you think he's dead?
That one?
Yeah.
We've got plenty of other Kangs. Yeah, I think he's dead.
Good. That's cool. I like that. Clink me.
Clink you.
I like that. I don't think he's dead, but I like that you think that.
Yeah.
Can we get to the real after credit scene? Because as much as I love
was very
being
cool.
right, oh my gosh! You remember the last episode where I said that the MCU project I'm most excited for is Daredevil Born Again? Nope. Loki season 2. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I paid $50 for 2 tickets to see this movie, okay? I have Fandango gift cards out the wazoo. The second after credit scene is worth the price of admission. I turned to Rachel and I went, oh, that was worth it. I would have paid $100 to see that. To see the old timies talk about time. And I'm like, that's Jonathan Majors. I was like, wow, we're getting 2 Kang after credit scenes. I'm like, what's going on here? And then they cut to Tom Hiddleston. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
that was
I think
awesome.
it was a solid, fine, good movie.
Yep.
Not great.
Nope.
Not super disappointing.
Yep.
Still raises questions of how good the MCU is going to be moving forward.
I think we have enough flashes that I feel good. I'm so excited for the MCU's future, man.
I'm glad.
I'm excited.
All right. Shall we go to the next thing?
So, speaking of movies, Speaking of premieres.
That's basically all we do.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of movies, speaking of premieres.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear's coming up.
Yep. You snorted salt?
I did. I really want to go to the premiere. I don't know about you.
Of course I do.
Elizabeth Banks, can we make it happen?
Yeah, what do we have to do?
Lord and Miller, can we make it happen? Lord and Miller.
How
We love you.
how much
Spider-Verse.
how much salt?
We love you.
How much
How
salt?
much salt can I snort
Yeah, I'll do it too.
to get to that premiere? We'll watch endless horse porn to get to that premiere.
Don't that's incorrect pronoun
I'll
there.
watch bear porn.
Incorrect. You're having pronoun trouble. You said
Why?
you said we.
You're not watching horse porn to go to that premiere?
If Elizabeth Banks called me and
2
said
hours
of
straight. No breaks. You are allowed a snack.
and I get to go to the premiere,
Yep. Cocaine Bear.
yeah, all right.
Yeah! Elizabeth Banks, let's make it happen. Social media team, let's make it happen. We saw that great picture you did for the Super Bowl. We're seeing the ads. We know you're sick. Let's make it happen, baby.
Yeah.
All
would,
right.
would you rather watch an hour of horse porn or bear porn? For you, it's got to be horse porn because that's all you talk about.
Yeah, I'd rather watch horse porn, but I'll do bear porn. Have you ever seen bear porn?
What do you freaking think?
Wait, have you ever seen Ted 2?
No.
Oh, there's a great, they do a bear porn scene. They're like, oh, we haven't been this up since the bachelor party. And it's just a bunch of guys on a couch. And they're like, oh. And then it cuts and they're watching bear porn. And then they're like, yo, you want to hear something up? That's somebody's daughter. Really good joke.
Did Deborah tell you to watch bear porn?
I fired her.
You fired Deborah?
Yeah.
Why?
She broke my heart by working with you.
I can't get
I've hired a new therapist.
I can't get help from therapists.
No.
You want my mental health to be shot.
I want your mental health to decline slowly.
Why?
Until you just are.
A shell of a man.
Exactly. You're already less than a man.
Why is that?
Because
I don't watch horse porn like you do?
I compare you to a worm. You're a weak-willed man.
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
You know, my girlfriend asks me that like really often.
Yeah.
I always have to say yes. So I guess I'll say yes to you.
Thank you. You probably like me more as a worm.
That's true. You would shut the up. Speaking of shutting the up, let's ask each other questions. Hot seat, baby.
Our favorite segment.
This is a great segment. I'm glad we implemented it.
I think, who went first last time? I think I asked you questions first last time.
Correct.
So you want to ask me questions first this time?
Sure.
Okay. Let's get a timer. You want to explain?
Yeah. So the way Hot Seat works is for 3 minutes straight, I am allowed to ask him whatever questions, whenever questions for the 3 minutes. Anything goes, and we have to answer it. There's no, oh, I refuse to answer that. None of that. So we're just going to hop right into it. Do you got the timer ready for me?
Yeah, are you ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Hit it.
Would you be uncomfortable if you found out from your mother that I slept with her?
What kind of question?
Okay. If your parents were to get divorced,
Okay.
would you expect me to be the culprit?
Given the fact that you're asking these questions, maybe.
Okay, good.
I didn't until now.
I am indeed your stepfather. I just want to make that
So
clear.
you're added to my list of daddies then.
Oh, dear.
It's Pedro Pascal.
Who are your daddies?
Godzilla. Now you.
Great. And David Harbour's in there.
David Harbour's in there.
Jason Momoa is probably in there.
He could make the list.
Okay. James Gunn is certainly on my list.
Okay.
Speaking of James Gunn.
Yep.
Of the DC slate, what is the singular thing you were most excited for?
Superman Legacy, probably.
Yeah, Me too. In Avengers Kang Dynasty,
Yeah.
which obviously we're looking forward to. It's the next big Avengers movie. Do you expect any of the main characters to be dead before that event?
Before the event?
Yes.
Um.
Obviously, people are going to probably die in that movie.
No.
But you don't think they're going to kill anybody before that event?
No.
Okay.
They're all too new. Maybe Doctor Strange or Ant-Man, but
What about like
I feel like they might die.
Bruce Banner? You don't think Bruce Banner could die before then?
No.
Okay. Lovely. Have you seen Daredevil, the TV series, the 3 seasons?
I've seen most of it. not all of it.
What haven't you seen?
I'm like halfway through season 3. I stopped. It was years in between. Yeah.
So season 3, it starts off really slow.
Yeah.
It becomes the best season.
Yeah. Okay.
It-
Cool.
You are sleeping. I'll watch it with you. Me and you recently watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
I need your honest thoughts.
It was great. I had fun. It was fun.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Caesar's a cool character.
Okay, good. It only gets better. What keeps you going? What gets you out of bed every day?
Holy crap. Just in general?
Yep.
I'll save that till the end. Can I? Because that'll be a long answer. I'll answer that as my last question.
Okay.
You've got some 40 seconds left.
What makes you happy?
A lot of stuff. God, friends, family, movies, creating content, helping people, magic.
What's your favorite thing about making content?
The messages that I get sometimes that like a certain thing that I did help somebody. That's my absolute favorite thing. Like that gives everything I do purpose. Like if I get a message like that, it's like, okay, my last decade of my life is worth it. So that would be my number one thing. But then just being creative and creating something and editing, like it's all like fun, but that would be my favorite.
How much time do we have left? Oh, so you want to answer?
Yeah. So what was it again? What gets me out of bed? What keeps me going? Holy crap. Okay. So, what keeps me going? So there's a couple answers. I'll give two. Because life is hard. And it really will mess with you. And you'll go through seasons of it being super fun and happy. So like getting out of bed isn't that hard. You don't really need a reason to do it because you're in a good season. But then you have the bad seasons too, where you're overthinking everything and it's just nothing seems to be going right. And I've been through both. So the one constant through all that, number one, is obviously I'm a Christian, so God. Like I think I have my main purpose in life is my catechism, my Sunday school answer is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. But that gives life in general purpose to me. If we were all random cells and whatever, I feel like nothing would really be worth it. But the fact that I have a God out there that loves me and I can live for Him as opposed to just living for myself. Everything that I overthink becomes not that big of a deal if I'm like, okay, well, God's got me and I'm living for Him anyways, So that's one thing. And then the second thing, kind of like a subcategory of that, of my purpose, is just like why I do what I do. I feel like there's plenty of things out there that I can accomplish and do. Like when I get those, like when I said I get those comments, I get those messages like, hey, I've gotten a message that was like, hey, I'm going through really dark times right now and I'm getting through it. It's all because of you. Like,
incredible.
Why would I not get out of bed? Mm-hmm. I don't care what I've got going on. I'm
if you're able to help that even a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I'll have to tell another story maybe another time about like one singular message I got that like completely just shattered me. So that
comment if you want to hear that.
it's a good story, but yeah, good question.
All right. Lovely. All right. Your turn.
You didn't ask me about my penis this week.
No, but I was f***ing your mom. So
yeah, I was about to, yeah, you did.
Pretty close.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2. Which is better, Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire or The Last Jedi?
Spider-Man, the first one with Green Goblin?
Yep.
What's a better movie?
Yep.
They're on the same level of good movie. I prefer Last Jedi, but I'm a Star Wars guy, so I lean that way.
If you could only watch one ever again, you watch The Last Jedi. Quickly now.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm doing Last Jedi, yeah.
If you were to be stuck on an island for a year with one fictional character, who would you want it to be?
Yoda.
Why?
He's fun and he's funny and he's all kooky and stuff in Empire.
Yeah.
But like he's also like very wise and I think I'd learn a lot from him.
Oh, you didn't pick Lola Bunny. Are you happy? Why?
Yes, I'm very happy.
Why?
I'm killing it. My life is sick. It's hard to argue.
Okay, well, when's the last time you were sad?
I'm a big crier.
Yeah.
So like I just watched that romantic comedy About Time, which you had recommended and a lot of my friends had recommended, and I was like really bawling at the end. So I guess that was the last time I was sad.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I rank it 1 through 10.
Out of 10,
Yeah.
9.5.
Wow. Yeah.
No, 9. Just straight up 9. But out of 5 stars, I gave it 4.5.
Yeah.
Like, excellent.
And it's one of those movies, if you watch it again and again, it might bump up to a 9.5.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
Football by far. Like, not even close.
By far.
Yeah.
Because you bet on it and make bank.
I do make bank betting football. I'm a very good bettor.
Year,
72%, baby.
He's a degenerate gambler.
I'm a degenerate gambler.
And a horse porn watcher.
Yes.
Say one thing to our fans. Go.
I love you so much, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of you, even though you hate me.
You brought that on yourself.
I know.
1 to 100. How gay are you?
100 being the gayest.
Yeah, 100 being your flamboyant.
42.
Really? That was way higher than I thought it would be.
It's like less than 50%, but I do some gay.
Well, my existence obviously bumps you up 10 points in and of itself. Me sitting across from you staring at this, you were a 32, now you're a 42.
Yeah, that's probably correct.
If I required you to call me Supreme Leader Daddy Wafello and got really mad if you ever called me anything else, would you still do the podcast?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, probably, but I would just not call you that.
Yeah.
Supreme Leader Daddy Wafello?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What if I required you to call me that like 3 times an episode?
No, I would not agree to that. I would just get you more mad. It'd be good for content.
It would be good for content. You should call me that by the end of the episode. One fictional character on the podcast. Who would it be?
If we could have somebody, a fictional character on the podcast?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yoda again?
And they are their character?
Yeah.
And like we get to interview them and it's like them in
yeah,
the universe?
like Darth Vader is sitting right here. That'd be bad for audio.
It's... That's a great joke. I think it's got to be Nick Fury.
Wow.
Our podcast just leans so MCU.
Yeah.
And to know all the secrets of the MCU, it'd be
cool.
hard to not pick him.
Last one. What do you like being called in the bedroom?
Daddy's a big one for me.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Like unironically.
So does it do it for you at all when I say it?
No, not at all.
But you're my stepdad.
That's true. That does something for me. Not something you want to know about though.
Okay. All right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's Hot Seat.
That's Hot Seat.
Love it. Do you want to move straight into our bracket?
Yeah, why not? It's our last thing. They're going to miss us so much if we just leave.
Yeah, that's true. Or they'll just bully us some more in the comments.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube is so nice to us.
Yeah, YouTube's the nicest.
And everybody else is so mean.
Hey, we're going to do a giveaway soon. We got a couple things to give away.
We do have a couple things to give away.
Maybe some shirts or
Yup.
something bigger that I won recently, and we're gonna give it away to y'all. What is that?
I don't know. I'm doing something with my hand. Oh.
Would you stop knocking that off?
Not
See what I have to deal with? Just be a professional. It's crooked. Are you... I was about to say... Alex. You know how hard I worked on those? I typed those out. I sized it up. I printed it out. I cut it out. Got the double-sided tape.
It looks great.
If that falls off one more time this episode, I'm through.
Okay.
I'm through.
All right.
Who's your new therapist?
I don't even want to mention them because
No.
we're going to start going to them.
No.
His name is Dr. Evan.
Lovely. That's fine. Doctor. What kind? Are he giving you any good advice so far?
I haven't had a session with him yet. Our first session is tomorrow.
He seems to have some availabilities.
An old-time betrayal. It's the ultimate betrayal.
No, it's not. Look, I don't want to be a shell of a man. I don't want to be a worm.
All right, let's get this bracket going. Last week was particularly pretty easy for us.
I'm the technical genius of the podcast. Got to record the screen, make sure everything's going.
I love it. You're the boss.
No, I'm the...
Supreme Leader Daddy Wafello. Is that what you call yourself? It's a self-given title.
No. You just love calling me that because it makes sense. All right, you ready?
Yep.
So this is a bracket of the best fictional characters of all time. Last week we went through the first 64 seeds really, really quickly. And now we're on to the next round.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
We have the number 1 seed, Superman,
Not a number 1 seed, but whatever.
versus Belle.
Belle.
What? No.
Yep. Top 3 Disney princess. Maybe not even 3.
Great. Top 3 Disney princess. We have top superhero ever.
No.
His character?
No.
Truth, Justice, and the American Way from another planet? Grew up with...
I could name... Look, Superman in the comics was probably my second or third favorite superhero growing up. But thanks to how they have butchered my boy in media recently, I can't give him higher than... I don't even know if he's a top 5 superhero anymore. And Belle is an excellent, excellent character.
She's had one movie like 30 years ago.
Phenomenal.
No, Superman. Absolutely.
All right.
Superman. I love Belle. Belle's my favorite princess ever, but I'm going Superman.
Over Mulan?
Belle's my favorite. Belle,
Over Tiana?
Belle than Tiana, probably.
Where's Mulan?
Mm-hmm. Shrek versus Stitch.
Shrek. I love Stitch, but it's Shrek.
Stitch is a better character.
No way.
No
way.
Shrek's an ogre, so what?
Oh my god.
Stitch is an experiment created by a mad scientist from another planet that had to learn how to not be crazy on Hawaii and learn how to do this.
Yeah, but it's a very similar story, but just Shrek does it better.
No.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Shrek.
No.
Shrek is
Stitch.
No.
Stitch.
I love Stitch, but it's Shrek.
The voice, the power Stitch has.
Stitch can't talk.
How? Yeah, he can.
Shrek.
Blue punch buggy. Great. Great movie.
I love Lilo.
Had a whole TV show.
I like Lilo and Stitch as a movie better than any of the Shrek movies.
The character of Stitch is so cool.
But it doesn't. Shrek is a better character.
How so? Tell me what makes Shrek a good character.
He learns essentially the same lesson, that he doesn't have to be disliked. He doesn't have to be the bad guy. He can be the good guy, and he gets the girl at the end and everything. It's super poetic and beautiful. Not to mention those movies are freaking hilarious. You don't get Stitch never has he gets to be like a real guy thing that Shrek gets to have in Shrek 2. That's all great. Shrek.
Ask me politely.
No, Shrek.
Ask me politely.
No.
Ask me politely.
Just put Shrek ahead, please.
Nope. I've got the laptop. Ask me politely.
Please put Shrek ahead.
Please what?
Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
I don't respond to people who don't say my name. So.
I'm not saying it, so let's just move on. I'm going to lose it in about a minute and a half.
Okay, well, we can just move on to the next one, and I just won't put anyone through.
Put Shrek or Stitch ahead. I don't care. It's Shrek.
All right, moving on, I guess.
Oh.
Evelyn Wang versus Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I'll go Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Evelyn Wang is a great character, though.
She's great, but dude, Optimus Prime be giving those speeches.
Oh, yeah.
Want to run through
Never heard them,
wall.
but I've heard they're great.
There was a tweet that actually a friend of mine made that went really viral. It was Optimus Prime or Chris Evans Captain America who gives
saw that.
the better speeches. My friend tweeted Optimus Prime be giving speeches to a D-League team thinking that they could beat the Lakers. It went really viral. That's really true. Yeah, Optimus Prime is the best.
Iron Man versus Pikachu?
Iron Man is a better character. Yep. Pikachu's on the set, but so is Iron Man.
Just a better character. Like, Pikachu's great,
I
but
love
like
Pikachu.
in terms of like...
I love Pokemon so much, but it is...
Mario versus Simba.
Give me Simba?
Give me Simba.
Yeah, give me Simba. Better character?
Mario's more iconic, but in terms of character...
Give me Simba.
Simba's a great character.
Yeah, Simba's great.
Toothless versus Poe, the DreamWorks matchup.
Wow.
That's hard. I got to give it to Poe. Just because, Poe's the main character. Toothless is kind of the main character, but after Hiccup. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, Toothless isn't as great of a character without Hiccup. Poe's a great character, like, on his own.
Yep.
He carries for 3 movies.
Yep.
Jack Black has the voice.
Yep.
Great. Poe's hilarious.
He's adopted, and it's like that's a hilarious scene, and at the same time,
Noodles.
it's it's a very sad scene.
Yeah.
Like where he's like, "Am I adopted?"
Oh my gosh.
and it's the freaking goose.
yeah.
Or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
his
Well,
dad
and
is.
he's talking to Tigress, and he's like, I just learned that I was adopted. And she's like, your dad? The goose? And he's like, yeah, shocker, right? Tigress has to be like, yeah.
That's incredible. Very good.
And Kung Fu Panda 2, like we've said before, is one of the best animated movies of all time, in my opinion. And like the backstory and the way he deals with pain and his parents and the adoptedness and how he became the Dragon Warrior, all great.
All of the villains are like such perfect foils for him in such different ways. It's really, really good stuff.
Love Toothless. Poe, moving on.
Yep.
Edna Mode
Yep.
and guest versus Rocky Balboa.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Love Edna though.
Yeah. Rocky just has more. You know what I mean? Like he has
Yes.
more movies
He
that
is
are all about
Philadelphia.
him.
He is
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Edna's great in the moments that she has, but there's no Edna 5 movie.
She's funny. She's great. I love her, but
She also didn't have a whole spin-off called Creed.
Creed makes Rocky a better character.
Yeah.
In the same way that Last Jedi makes Luke a better character.
It's me throwing up. Should I do it again?
That's a fake vomiting.
No.
noise.
Every single time is. I just stopped myself. Vito Corleone versus Mulan. I think this might be hard for you.
No! Why?
This is going to be painful for you, so I'm going to let.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let you take it.
Want to move
I'm going to let you take it. You like both of these characters more than me.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me put my thinking cap on.
For audio listeners, he just put the bear head back on. I can't believe what I'm staring at. A lifeless, beady-eyed black bear on top of a extremely skinny man. A worm, if you will. He's still thinking.
Mulan.
Let's put Mulan through.
God, that thing smells like
We have Spider-Man versus Walter White.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. They're both great, though.
Everybody's going to bully us.
Yeah.
The amount of people that are going to be MCU nerds.
Oh, they just like, they have no deeper thinking. I'm a keyboard warrior.
Spider-Man hoodie. Sorry.
Geeks, get a job.
I can't imagine how that room smells.
They don't understand cinema. Suck my balls. Voldemort versus Dory.
Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort. Dory ain't killing 7 people for Horcruxes and splitting her soul.
Just so good. It's all so good.
Yeah.
I'd vote Voldemort over Harry Potter.
Yeah. Ooh, it's close, but maybe. The Joker. Talk about 2 completely different characters versus the Princess Tiana. The Joker. Tiana's great. She's got a great character development. Love her story, but the Joker. More iconic and just more. He's the best villain of all time, Joker. Come on.
I don't think Joker's the best villain of all time.
Okay, top 2. If you say he's not top 2, I'll flip this table.
He's top 2. Yes. Who is in like your top 5 villains?
I mean, Voldemort, Darth Vader, and the Joker.
Darth Vader
Easy.
for sure. Joker's up there. I don't have Voldemort top 3. I probably have him top 5.
You asked me top 5,
I know.
but he's probably my top 3 too. The Joker's moving on.
Okay. I love Mulan though.
Forrest Gump versus Harry Potter. You're going to say Harry Potter. I'm going to say Forrest Gump.
I'm going to say Harry Potter. You know I've never seen Forrest Gump.
That's why you're not saying Forrest Gump.
Michael Vick is like a box of chocolates.
I'm sorry.
Bad for dogs. People that get that joke will think that's the funniest thing they've ever heard in their life.
Look up Michael Vick?
You can look up Michael Vick. Look up Michael Vick scandal.
The case. Oh. So he was making dogs fight. So what are you saying?
Harry Potter.
Forrest Gump.
Harry Potter.
Forrest Gump.
How many Forrest Gump movies are there?
One. Which just goes to show how amazing of a character he is, that he has one movie. It's one of the greatest movies of all time, played by Tom Hanks, and he's still up here.
Harry Potter.
Fine.
Yay.
Fine. Batman versus the Genie.
Batman.
Genie.
You're not being serious.
Fine. Batman. I was just getting sick of we're putting all the superheroes through.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is a...
Woody, James Bond.
Woody.
Fine.
Ah.
That's a toss-up.
Daniel Craig is so good.
I mean, there's a lot of good ones. And there's a lot of movies. But yeah, I'm going to give it to Woody. Pixar does character development, so mwah. Yoda versus Indiana Jones. Yoda.
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 Yoda also beats Han Solo.
Caesar. You're going to be sad right now because you're going to have to kill off Caesar.
No, I'm not.
Versus Darth Vader.
Damn it.
Yeah, thought so.
No!
You love Caesar, but you're not going to put him through over Darth Vader. You know you're...
Darth Vader. I love Caesar. You're right. Darth Vader's like the only person
And we're
on
done.
this list that... Wow, how much are the way through? Are we 75%?
Well,
Did you end up putting Stitch or Shrek forward?
Nope.
Shrek.
Nope.
Shrek.
Yeah. My hand's hovering over the mouse pad.
Shrek.
Okay.
Put Shrek forward.
I am willing and able. I just have to be asked properly.
Put Shrek forward right. I'm not saying it. So then put Stitch forward. Because I'm over it. I can't do it.
The bracket will not move forward.
Supreme Leader Daddy Wafello, please put Shrek forward.
No problem. Boom, look at that. And Shrek has moved on.
How much of the way through are we?
We are 76%.
Wow.
We can finish it up all next week.
We're finishing it up next week.
All right.
So we don't have anything else to talk about, I guess. I mean, we talked about Ant-Man. We talked about this. We talked about that. We did Hot Seat. We did our news. I can't believe you just me say that. And now you're going to post it everywhere.
Yeah. I'm also going to put it on repeat as I go to sleep.
You're such a weirdo, man. You shouldn't be like asking these things from your stepdad. It's such a weird thing.
I just want to have
and your mother.
I want to have nice dreams.
Me and your mother are really happy together, and you're just not respecting that.
You need. So this is a fantasy you've created that you live in. This thing with my mother, and that's weird. You're saying I'm the one that's weird. You have problems, and you need to talk to Dr. Evans about it. I'll talk to Dr. Evans about it tonight.
Bring up Dr. Evan one more time.
I have an appointment tomorrow at 9 a.m.